Excited for this game. I favor HLE's draft because I think the Silas can still have a strong laning phase against the Galio, even though Galio Kindred or Galio Jax is
mid to late game team fights is in the best position. We've seen it even as early as the first Grog fight, really getting these advantages. And as we dive onto the rift for game
Counter-Strike.
Yeah, on making his way in. It's going to be a decent Counter-Strike usage, but they do manage to break away. There's the flash heroic charge as Peanut
it's tough.
Gonna have to get himself out of there. As I think that this is going to be too much. Viper tanking up the turret, and the turret is getting real angry. Bin just getting experience as this is going. And can they actually make this one happen? Meganar is coming on in relatively soon. Another Counter-Strike comes down. They get out of the way as Doran about to hit Mega. Can they get it? There's first blood going over to Viper. The knockup comes in and Doran survives.
Barely Hanwha able to make that work.
Yeah, TP is going to come on through, and remember, Zeka does not have his, Doran doesn't have his. And I don't think Viper's going to be escaping this one. 3 versus 2. Delight just, yeah, he's getting out of there. Viper knows that he's the tastier target, so they're only going. The Magnet Storm is going to be the response. Viper, so much damage, and there goes Shun. Where was the respite? Blam, what happened? Okay, well, that is just going to be a kill. It's being put up. There's a taunt landing onto Delight there. It takes a fair bit of damage from that Acathian Rain.
It's kind of tough for HLE to get in. They have Meganar, which will allow them to walk through a little bit, but they still don't have a great way of entering. Knight's holding that flank, and the Drake's going down fast.
Yep, Knight can always join the rest of his team as well, so it doesn't matter that he is moving away. HLE are just going to try and brute force their way in as Zeka with that heroic entrance looking to come forward. That's going to be the steal to come through. The bullet time is interrupted, that they all pile in on top of Viper, and Elk executes him in that back line. Peanut picks up his buckler, gets that shield. Shun taking down Zeka is at full health, and Knight is now trying to beat him down. Doran trying to exit this fight as Zeka is just getting thrown around like a ragdoll. Lands one chain, but it ain't enough, and it's a triple kill for Elk.
In the battle of the AD carries, it is Elk who stands tall. He had more agents.
They're flipping it.
They're just doing Baron.
Boy.
Well, let's see what Shun can actually do here. Of course, Kindred can cause some issues as now they get the information. They are going to rotate their way over. LoL Esports, are they looking for a turn or are they looking to burn? That's going to be the question. They break the blast cone. Has now been going to take the long way around. Does not have flash up and available. This should just be a 50-50. Is on going to get thrown away by that big Gnar. The taunt going to come down, lands only onto one as they get into the back line. The charm is beautiful here from Zeka. The bullet time this time will not be interrupted. And there goes the Galio. 4 versus 3 though now, as you can see, Peanut is down incredibly low. 3k health on the Baron, and Shun, he dived back into the pit. Viper still so incredibly healthy as in they go onto the Lamb's respite. The Baron is included in this one, but it's Shun's kills dead. Now. Shun is dead, and the Baron is over to HLE. They'll wipe the fight. They get the Baron.
Just flip it. HLE start the Baron as 5. Blg try and contest. Zeka's holding the flank.
Look at his face.
The extended
forward, but they're spotting it. They know what's going on. Blg do grab control of this dragon though.
Bin's behind them.
Yeah.
They have no vision. They don't know where Bin is.
Yeah, Bin is now going to move on in. They spot him. That is going to be the Kindred locking down the Drake. Is now Doran. Decent position. Double circles. Double Gallios. Everyone's in the sky, but it's on. That goes down now into the back line. Goes Bin. Elk's going to join in the supercharger for all of that value. They take down Viper, and the Lamb's respite buys all the time in the world. HLE are now running for the hills. It's a double kill again for Elk, and the Kaiser is just massive in this game. They're not done yet. Knight gonna get slowed down as Doran is in so much trouble. That's another bonk on the noggin, and Bin will be able to take him down. Now, Zeka, I don't think this turret is that safe because these guys are incredibly tanky, but Knight is by himself. So maybe Zeka just kind of kills him. We'll just have to see as the taunt will connect, and his friends are going to right back in again with these chains as he's trying to turn it onto Shun. He goes golden. Shun is 1 auto from dead as they get the knock up the Kingslayer for the health. And oh my god, how is that so close?
It is punch for punch. It is circle.
Really? But
no,
the heroic charge Elk is going to get caught out. And with the steadfast presence, he can't do anything, but the heroic entrance is going to be there. Gets a decent knock up, but there's a Magnet Storm as now it's Knight that's in trouble. Doesn't have the same mobility as On, and he dies for his AD carry sins. Actually do here as the teleport in. They do not want to give this one away. The Void Seeker
burn it.
is going to miss. And LoL Esports Doran on a decent flank angle here. He's going to charge up that Navar as Bin with a counter-strike. Doesn't land it onto too many as now Zeka threatening with the quickness, and Doran's hit that Mega Nut. Bin, he goes down first. One after the other, they're looking to try and take them down as LoL Esports move back towards the Baron. Doran tanking up these Baron shots, and Shun is so dangerous.
I mean,
We're zooming out so incredibly far. The teleport in from Doran. He's charged up all of that health once again. Missed time from On. Doesn't find the grand entrance. The Baron once again going down. Shun, good position, dives towards Delight. Delight is going to be okay for the moment. Decent grand entrance is going to connect there as now Peanut gets the heroic charge into the wall. Knight going to take down Delight. They trade these supports as Viper in the Baron pit gets a full channel, and Knight is buying so much time. Elk is also so incredibly strong. It's another one into the wall. The Lambs respite to keep them alive, but another set of knockups. This time from Zeka and Elk. Can you do it again? Is he going to find it? The chain is going to miss. The GA comes down. He takes out Viper. This is one. Elk is going to die, but he saves the game.
The double lady carries never really left with
soul point.
Here we go. Shun already starting this one up. And BLG, everyone can get in at a moment's notice. Teleports down for Knight, does not matter. Heroic entrance going to be there. There it is. But On is immediately dead. Now Knight in an awkward position, but Bin with that counter-strike. It's the ulti to come through from Zeka as well, but already Viper is out of this one. Elk is going to be traded. It's even footing now for the start of it, as Peanut's down incredibly low, but he runs pretty quickly, and it's Doran that's going to go down first. Giga Bin is now amongst it. He's the one that has to carry this one through as Delight running the wrong direction, and it's once again Zeka against the world, as Delight is trying to canter his way out of this one, and he might be able to get that flash off to escape as the rest of BLG
He's trying to buy time.
chasing him down. That's going to be it. The Dance of Arrows comes on through, and there's nothing that Zeka's going to be able to do about it. This should be Mountain Soul for BLG and maybe a game-breaking win. Shun doing so much damage at this point in the game. Kindred, her scaling is something we haven't really been talking about because it feels like the game hasn't let us, but Shun is so incredibly powerful now, despite not having very many marks early on. He has 7 at this point in the game, and he can shoot them from so incredibly far away. One Nexus turret stands in the way.
Trying to walk it in.
Between BLG and another date with Weibo in a best of 5, and they're pretty good at those. They're now going to dive in, looking to finish this one off. Already the turret is going to be taken down. Peanut finds a decent ultimate. Yep, that's just the Nexus rush. Then BLG, they'll take down LCK's first seed and move to semifinals.